Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. So today I'm about to be telling a tragic story. Typically the stories I tell are tragic, but yeah, a tragic story about how and why I quit my job at Amazon and why I almost fought my manager. My life is actually trash, so let's get into it. Okay, so before I worked at Amazon, I worked at PetSmart. I ended up quitting that job. That's a whole nother story time, But I ended up quitting that job because I needed like a full-time job, like a job, more money, etc., etc. So I went to the interview for Amazon on, I believe, October the 15th or something like that. My first day was like Halloween, I believe. And this Amazon shift that I worked was a night shift, and I believe it was 11 or 12 hours long. So it was from like 6 p.m. to 5:30 a.m. the following day, like a full night shift. And it was, I believe, only 4 days a week, but kind of like four going in because it was a night shift, so it kind of seemed like 5 days. I don't know, because it like went into the next day. Anyways, this job was relatively easy. It was the highest paying job that I've ever had at that particular point in time. And it was easy. Like, I worked at a clothing warehouse, Amazon thing, so it wasn't even like a normal Amazon warehouse. This was just like clothes. Like folding clothes and like pressing buttons and like picking up t-shirts and sweaters, etc., etc. This job was easy, but the shift was long. So, mind you, highest paying job. Like, I'm loving this job, and everything's going smooth. Except the fact that like this job is an hour away, but I'm willing to do that because the job like pays so well and everything's just like easiest job I've ever had. So I start, everything's going good. I believe I got paid weekly, and we got paid on like, I think Friday. Mind you, this is a night shift, so like we get paid while we're at work, and like we're going to break and then see that we just got paid because we work the night shifts, and like we got paid at midnight and like it hit our account. Boom, you get the point. We're about to get into it. So I set up direct deposit to get paid every week on Friday at midnight. First week I get paid and I'm like, yay, like this is wonderful, like this is great. The second week that I'm there, I don't get my paycheck, and I'm like, hey, like where's my paycheck at? Whatever. So I have to go and ask the manager. I ask the HR guy, and they're like, oh, it's probably your bank, like call your bank, whatever. I have to wait hours until the bank opens or whatever. I call my bank and I'm like, hey, like, you know, like is my money pending or like whatever, like I don't see it. And they're like, no, like it's not us, like we haven't even gotten to our system yet, so like it has to be your job. So now I go back to my job and I'm like, the following day, I'm like, I go back to my job and I'm like, where is my money? And then they're like, oh, sorry, like we'll fix it. Like, must have been some sort of like mix up, whatever. So then I end up getting paid, but it was just like a day later, like delayed my paycheck or whatever. Mind you, second weekend, like this is the second paycheck, and we're already having complications for no reason when the first week was going smoothly, and like it's direct deposit. So like how can things be messed up? Anyways, so then third week that I'm there, whatever, third paycheck. Mind you, I'm a college student, so I wake up, go to class. I believe I had a class at like 12 something to, I believe, 2 something, and then a class from like 2 something to like 4 something or 5, and then I would leave that class early and then have to drive an hour away, an hour in traffic to a whole nother city to go to work. And then from that point, go to work from 6 and then to 5:30 a.m. and then have to drive like almost an hour home in the morning, in morning traffic. So it was like I was always stuck in traffic. You get the point. Long days, long hours, school and work. On top of this, my teeth started falling out. Yes, falling out. You heard me correctly. Falling out of my mouth. Crumbling. Crumbling, if you will. Literally. That's a whole nother story time and stuff about this dentist, this tragic dentist. And yes, some of my teeth are still like missing, like not completely fell out, but just like broke. They started breaking in the back teeth. I'm getting it fixed. That's a whole nother video I'm gonna make. But yeah, like, I don't know. So yeah, my teeth, this was like the beginning portion of my teeth starting to fall out. Like November, teeth starting to crumble out of my mouth, and obviously like that hurts and is painful and things. So I started to get fat migraines. Mind you, I'm working a long night shift, like 12-hour shifts, having to drive an hour there, an hour back, and then my check is getting messed up, and I'm in school, like I'm a college student, etc., etc. Also, my neck started getting swollen. I have swollen neck glands regardless, but like my neck was swollen. I was on the verge of like tears, like having a mental breakdown. And and just things like I'm just setting up the scene for y'all. So the third week, I'm supposed to get paid, and I do not get paid. I do not see a check at all hit my account at all. And I was anticipating on taking that check and going to go get my teeth situated, like something figured out. Man, I like at this point, I like tooth pain is a different level of pain. Like I was having a mental breakdown. Like it really, like people die, like you can die from a tooth infection. Like people die, your bloodstream gets infected. Like you can die from a tooth infection. I had a horrible tooth infection, teeth cracked, everything. So I anticipated on taking this check and getting my teeth fixed or getting it pulled or something, right? So for me not to get the check, I was like, first of all, for not to get a check regardless, it's like, but not to get a check when I'm in pain is a whole nother situation. So then I go to the manager. I'm like, hey, I didn't get paid again, and I really like needed this money. Oh, well, like go talk to the HR guy. And I'm like, his name was Jose. I'm not good with like protecting people's names and like switching names to protect their identities. Like it's gonna mix me up, so I'm really just gonna say his name and then like probably bleep it out. And if I don't want to bleep it out, then I'm not gonna bleep it out. Like come sue me, like fight me. So yeah, like nobody knows who you are anyways. So he was like, so the manager was like, go talk to him. I went and I was like, so I went to go talk to him. I'm like, hey, my check is not there again. This is my third week here, and this is my second time not getting paid. And my second time my check's being messed up. And he was like, okay, like I'll get to it. Like I'll figure it out, whatever. I'll get back to you within a few hours, etc. Yeah, so he tells me I'll get back to you in a few hours, whatever. A few hours go by, and then like he doesn't get back to me, but I'm like, okay, like I don't want to bug him. Like that's me. Like that's really just the person name. I'm like, okay, like I don't want to bug him. Like I'm just gonna wait, just like whatever. Like I'll just give it like a day or something like that. Mind you, my work week was Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I believe it was Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So like Monday, Tuesday, we didn't work, and then Sunday, I don't know, it's weird, like had a night shift. Anyways, pretty much 3 days we didn't work. Yeah, so it's on a Friday or whatever. So pretty much, I was like, oh, I'm gonna wait till tomorrow or whatever. Like I don't want to bug him, and then I wait till the next day, and he was like, oh, like mind you, I believe this was November 15th. It was on a Friday. So this man then ghosts, like just disappears or whatever, is not there that following day. So then that means I have to go Monday and Tuesday. Yeah, then it means I have to go Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday with nothing until I come back to work Wednesday to even talk to him. So then I come back Wednesday. Mind you, Wednesday, that means it's Thursday, Friday. That means it's almost a whole nother week. A whole nother week has passed and I haven't got paid. So I'm like, hey, like Wednesday comes. I'm like, hey, like, I don't know. Like, I still haven't got my money. Like, I'm not sure, like, what's going on. Like, you said you would get to it. And then at this point, he starts to, like, get irritated. He's like,
I said I'll get to it. It typically takes me.
Oh, this is what this man said. This is what this man said.
It typically takes me 7 to 21 days to get to this sort of process. Obviously said you're not the only one here who has paychecks messed up, and you're not the only person here that works here. I have a lot of people to get to. You're not the only person. That is my concern.
I said, you said it takes 7 to 21 days. He said
7 to 21 days.
I said, you said it takes 7 to 21 days. He said
7 to 21 days.
I said, sir, first of all, this is a seasonal job. Like in 21 days, it's going to be past Christmas. Like this job was up for majority of us in January anyway. So I'm like, it's already halfway through November. You add another 21 days. So anyways, I was like, okay, well, I have to get my teeth fixed. Also, I live an hour away. So me driving 2 hours a day to come to work and not get paid is a problem regardless of what I need the money for. I need the money because I worked for my money. So that's that. So he was like, okay,
well, I'll try to get to it within the next 3 days. Just give me some time and I'll try to get to it and I'll get back to you.
He says this. He says, I'll get back to you. Just give me like a couple days. A couple days go by and I still have not got my money. Y'all, a couple days go by, which means like it's now past another Friday, meaning this should be my 4th check. Guess what? my check was messed up again for the third time. The third time my check was messed up. And I was short, I don't know, however much money. And I literally told my mom I was short. Like, they didn't pay me whatever. I don't know. They paid me something, but didn't pay me the full amount, which, like, I don't even want to get into that because this is going to be too long. This video is going to be too long if I even get into to that. Like, that's a whole nother video in itself. Anyways, I'm about to get to the point. So now I'm on my third check being messed up. I'm missing a whole check, and now I'm missing like half a check. So I'm missing a check and a half, and I still drive 2 hours a day, and my mouth is in pain. My neck was swollen. I literally went to the emergency room and missed work for, I believe, a day or two. Like, I almost, like, y'all, like, tooth pain is no joke. Like, and not even like, oh, like, I personally do not know anyone that's ever experienced tooth pain on the level that I have, to have my teeth crumbling out of my mouth, like, on both sides, top, bottom, swollen neck glands, tooth infection, migraine. It was bad. And then the fact that I had to go to school and then stay up at night and work 12 hours and drive in the middle of the night and in traffic there and back, and to not be getting paid. You get the point. You get the situation, right? We're going. So then at this point, it's the last week of November. So I go up to him, mind you, work Wednesday to Saturdays. I go up to him on Wednesday and I'm like, hey, I'm not even playing games because I feel disrespected and played, and like I can't even continue to keep coming here. Like not even like I can't continue here. Like, no, I can't afford gas. My car takes premium. I can't afford gas to come here and drive every single day back and forth 2 hours if I'm not getting paid. Like, I told him that. And then he was like, he said,
I got you.
This man said, okay,
I will have it done by 12. By 12 a.m. I will have it done.
And I said, okay. So I go on my lunch break or whatever, and I come back and I'm like checking my account. I'm checking my bank account. And I'm like, and it's nothing's in my bank account. So I go up to this man. I'm like, hey, it's past 12. Also, it's been literally almost 2 weeks and I still have not got that check. And my last check, the half was messed up. So like, what's good? Because like, now I feel like you're lying to me. At this point, I'm like starting to get angry. Like, I'm starting to get furious. Like, I'm past irritation, because now I'm just being lied to. So then this man says,
tomorrow, I promise, tomorrow I'll have it done. Tomorrow, I promise I'll have it done.
So I'm like, okay, great, cute. The following day, I go in or whatever, and this man is just not there. He's not there. This man is gone for days. And I'm like, I'll go up to some other people, and I'm like, the other managers, and I'm like, hey, like, can you fix my check? Like, I literally need to get paid. Like, I do not work for free. I am not a slave. I don't know who you thought I was, but I'm not that. So I need to get paid or whatever. And then they were like, oh, like, sorry, like, the only person that can do that. He's the only person at HR for our shift, yada, yada, yada. You have to wait till he gets back. He gets back next week. Next week puts us into the first week of December. My birthday is December 6th. Keep that in mind. We work Wednesday to Saturday. Keep that in mind. So on the 4th, I go to work, no jokes, ready to fight. Like, I'm not ready to fight. Because I'm like, at this point, I've been here for like barely a month, and I've gotten like, what, a check and a half, and I've been here for a month. So clearly you see the problem. Like, any normal person would be angry. So then I go up to this man, and at this point I'm already telling my coworkers, like, my coworkers that were cool, like my friends / coworkers, like, whatever, I'm telling them, like, yo, like, when I see this man, I'm fighting this man. Like, at this point, like, I was like, yo, like, I told them, I was like, when I see this man, I'm fighting this man because he's disrespecting me. And like, I literally was like getting there. Like, I was getting to that point. Like, I was getting to like psychotic me. And then my friends were like, no, like, don't do it. Like, don't do it. Like, he ain't worth it. And when I say, like, everything happens for a reason, I truly believe that. So, like, my first video ever on this channel, like, me getting arrested or whatever, I believe that had happened just to, like, stop me and prevent me from doing other things in life that would ever get me arrested more serious than what I did. Just a little reckless, like running a stop sign naked, whatever I did. So I feel like that happened to prevent me from doing anything else crazy to ever get me sent to jail in life, right? So had that not happened, I easily would have went. I would have drugged this man through a bush backwards. Had that not happened. So that's the only reason I was hesitant. And my friend and my coworkers was like, no, like, don't do it. He ain't worth it, whatever. Like, he'll fix it. Like, talk to somebody else. Like, call anybody. Like, figure it out. Like, just be patient. Like, things happen, but it's going to get figured out, whatever. And I'm like, yeah, that's cute. That's easy for you to say when you're getting paid. So, anyways, I see this man, and he literally ignores me. This man is dodging me. He's dodging me. He's ignoring me. So then I go up to this other manager, and I'm like, hey, I need to get paid or else I'm going to leave. I need to get paid or else I'm going to leave. I need to get paid or else I'm going to leave. And the manager is like, oh, well, you can talk to this guy. And he's like I don't know, somebody that's like, you know, one of those managers, like he was the property manager. That's it. And like one of the guys, like one of the manager type higher up level dudes that's only there twice a year on the property, that guy was there. Like, what are the odds? I've only been here for like a month, and then this guy's here, like the property manager, whatever, is here for one day. So the manager was like, hey, like, talk to him, like, show him your ID, whatever, like, explain the situation. He should be able to get it figured out because, like, he's up there, whatever. So I talked to him, and I explained the situation. I'm like, hey, like, I've been very nice. I talked to him. He's not been fixing my pay. I live an hour away, regardless of how far away I live or what I need to spend my money on to get fixed or whatever. I need to get paid because I work. And the property manager was like, oh, okay. He was like, no, of course. I'll talk to him. We'll get it figured out. And at that point, I was like, oh, thank you, Jesus. Like, Lord, you come through. Because, like, what are the odds of this, like, this property manager? Like, what are the odds of him being here to, like, save the day, right? So I thought. So I see him going to the office, talk to Jose, and I'm thinking, like, great. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord. Thank you, Jesus. So I'm anticipating on things getting done. So I just don't bother him anymore because I'm like, he's gonna do it. Like this, like literally this corporate dude literally just told him to do it specifically. So I'm like, he's going to do it. So I thought. So I leave work and then I have to come back later that day or whatever. Tell me why I get in the car. Mind you, it's December the 5th, the night before my birthday. I work a night shift, so it was going into my birthday. Like I will work the night shift and then it will be my birthday at midnight, etc. So I'm driving to work and my brakes are like squeaking and like I look back and it's like legit like flames, like sparks coming out of my back, like the back rotors or whatever, like when I brake and stuff like that. And it was kind of just like making noise, whatever. And I'm just like, mind you, like missing checks. Like I'm missing a fat check and a half. And I'm driving all this way and I have a migraine and my teeth are crumbling out of my mouth. And then I noticed that my back wheel is shaking, like the one on the passenger side is shaking like this as I'm driving. I have to drive for an hour to work. And so I'm driving and I'm like the night before my birthday, I have no money. My teeth is crumbling out of my mouth. I'm exhausted from exams because it's like the first week of December is typically exams for like college and stuff like that. So I've done all these exams. Now my car is falling apart. I don't have any money. My teeth is falling apart too. So I'm like driving to work like that, driving for an hour, like just knowing, like getting more angry because I'm like, when I get there, I'm about to drag this man. I'm about to drag this man like this man's never been drugged before. Like I'm about to show out. And then we have like security at my job too. So I'm like, I'm the type of person to get in a fight. And then like the other people that try to break up the fight, like I'm fighting them too. So I'm just angry, like driving there like to work, like wow, like I'm about to murk this man. I'm about to murk the whole security team. Like just knowing because like they're gonna try to pull me off. I'm like, wow, like this man is about to get everybody in this facility whooped when I get there the night before my birthday. I don't care. So then I get there and I see this man and I go up to him and I'm like, yo, like I realize like when I get angry, I stare through your soul, right? So I got in this man's face like, I need my money or else I will no longer work here. And regardless, I'm going to get my money. You lied to me once. You lied to me twice. You lied to me a third time. I'm not a slave. I don't work for free. So I'm going to need you to fix it because at this point, you're just ignoring me. And the property manager dude already talked to you. Everybody already talked to you. So at this point, I feel like you're playing games. And yo, when I tell y'all, everybody was shook. Everybody's like standing around, like my friends slash coworkers, whatever. They're like, I told I was about to drag this man. Like they was just like folding their t-shirts, like. And then like the other people that didn't know what was going on was like standing around, like a circle formed around me and this man as I got in his face and was about to like, I was about to drag this man over the counter, right? So this man looks at me in my face and says,
I promise you I will have it done by 1 a.m. I promise you.
and I was like, okay, because I really just, I like, thank you. And I just like walked away, right? So midnight strikes. I start getting texts from like everybody, like, oh, happy birthday, whatever. Like everybody's telling me happy birthday, etc. And literally like my sister like needed money, and I sent her money from money that I got on my birthday because I just don't like I'm not me. I'm nice. Like literally like me being broke, like getting money on my birthday, and like that's how selfless I am to send someone money on my birthday. So I sent her money or whatever as I'm waiting to get my check and a half fixed or whatever that was messed up. So yeah, so at this point it's my birthday, and they said it on the announcement and stuff like that. Like my friends slash coworkers, whatever, they got the people to say on the announcements like happy birthday, oh my god, like shout out to like, and they did a whole thing over the announcement and stuff like that. And I'm getting texts and I'm like, oh my god, like it's my god, like it's my birthday, oh my god. But like still in pain, like neck still swollen, like still tooth infection, like thing, whatever. But still exhausted, but like just trying to pay it off, like still irritated, but like a smile on my face, right? Car still mad falling apart, right? But just parked in the parking lot falling apart. So yeah, so it's a little past 1 at this point, and I'm like, all right, time to go to jail. I was like literally it passed 1 a.m. and I checked my bank account and nothing, like my check still wasn't fixed, nothing like that. So at that point I was like, let's go to jail. Like, and I told my coworkers, I was like, well, it's been nice knowing you. It's been great. It's been real. It's been lovely. But I'm about to stomp this man out. Okay, so present day me just editing it real quick right now. I just want to just clarify, like, to make sure that I don't seem crazy or like don't come across crazy. At one point in time, this man, all he had to do was just confirm the approval request to like correct my check and everything like that. All he had to do was just press approve. Like I had to do all the work of like proving that my paycheck stubs and I don't know, all this stuff that my check-ins and all this stuff was like valid. All he had to do was just press approve. He got an email, right? And one time that I came up to him, I was like, yo, like, so did you get the email? Like all you have to do is like press approve. And this man literally like went to it, like went on his laptop and was like, this email right here, yes, I got it. I'll approve it when I get to it. And I'm just like, but you're there. Like you're there right now. Like it's open. Like all you have to do is this. Like that's all he had to do. Like I just want to make that clear. Like I wasn't asking, like he didn't have to do a lot. He just had to do, and like he didn't do it. He like usually I have other things to get to before this. And I'm like, but you're there. Like okay, you get it. I'm not crazy. I'm So I walk into this office and I just knew like this was about to be a world star moment. So I literally turned my phone and I was about to put it on flash and like literally record this man and like go off of him and like sit my phone down, and I was about to record me just demolishing this man right in his office. But then the Lord was like, you know, like just I'm shaking now. I was shaking then, but I'm still shaking now, and it's been half a year. So I go into his office and I'm like, hey, and y'all, that's all I said. That's all I said. And he said,
I'm not about to do this with you right now. Get out. Matter of fact, no. I'm about to get somebody to get you out because you're doing too much and I can't even get work done because you're harassing me. And
this man walks out, just walks right past me, walks out of the office and goes to this other manager and goes to 2 other managers and tells them that I'm harassing him. Me harassing you for my money after a month. Like, oh, I'm so, like, what was I supposed to be like? Like, sorry, sir. Like, how dare I even think to, like, how, like, pardon me, like, the nerve of me, the audacity of me to ask for my check. And then for him to go lie on me. When I tell y'all my soul left my body, like, that's what you don't do. What you don't do is not pay me. What you don't do is lie to me. And then on top of that, lie on me, lie about me, and then ignore me, and then walk past me and disrespect me and yell at me on my birthday. On my birthday. On my birthday. Like, I've always had like tragic birthdays, like trash birthdays. I've only ever had like 2 birthday parties. One I had to share with my little sister that was like, she's like 8 years younger than me. So like, me turning 11 and she was turning like 3. So I had like a birthday party and a half in my entire life. So all I ever want on my birthday is like, you don't have to like me, but you will respect me. Like, the audacity of you to yell at me on any day regardless about me asking for my own money. But to yell at me on my birthday, y'all, I took my shoes off. I took my shoes off. Because I was dressed relatively decent for my birthday. Because at work we can kind of wear like whatever. So, I think I had on like a jersey or something. I'm not sure. But y'all, and some boots. I think I had on like white boots and I didn't want to crease them. So I took my shoes off because I was about to whoop this man. And then the other managers, they're like, whoa, 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 whoa. Like, and I'm like, no. I'm like, no, like, he's like, sir, like, please, like, that's what, like, I will chop your body up and feed them to Carol Baskin's animals. Like, I will, like, I'm about that life. Like, I will key your car and key your stomach. I will chop your toes off and make your mother eat them with barbecue sauce from Wendy's. Like, I'm about that life. So they was like, whoa, like trying to hold me back or whatever. So then I told the man, I told this other manager, I was like, yo, well, I'm about to leave. Like, I'm quitting. Like, this is, I'm leaving because he's playing games. So then the manager's like, well, mind you, this is the manager I've already talked to before. He was like, well, let me just see what I can do. Let me see what I can do. So this man makes a report or whatever about the situation. I'm filing complaint on this dude. I'm filing complaint on the HR manager and on the HR dude. And the manager was like, okay, so I have to fill out this, this complaint, whatever. And then I guess you can go if you want, whatever. So then I leave. I forget what time I leave. I think I left around 2 something a.m., right? So I leave around 2 a.m. and I'm upset. It's my birthday. It's early in the morning. It's my birthday. I already got some of my birthday money and I had to send it to my sister. I'm already missing a check and a half. My teeth are crumbling out my mouth and I'm driving home at 2-3 a.m. like sparks flying when I hit the brakes. Like driving home, like just upset. Like headlights are just trash. Like cars falling apart at this point. And I'm just upset about life. So I get home or whatever. And then, and the manager that I talked to that filed the complaint or whatever, he wrote down a sticky note, like, the corporate level's email. And I believe, I think email, not phone number, I think it was just email. Wrote down their email or whatever. So I get home, and it's my birthday. On my birthday, like, trash birthday. Birthday's trash, ruined, cars falling apart, teeth falling apart, no money. And I get home or whatever, and I'm typing up on my laptop, just like furious, like typing up to the CEO manager, like furious, like almost catching cramps in my fingers because I'm going off, like typing a fat paragraph. I already hate typing things anyways, like already brain fried from like school and this exam week. So I type out this fat soliloquy, whatever, and send it, like email it off or whatever. And then the corporate manager emails me back, and then she calls me because I put my phone number and stuff in there. So then she calls me, and then we talk on the phone, and she's like, yeah, I was already privy to the situation, etc., because like already told me before he filed the complaint that he did get a little upset. He got hot. He got frustrated, whatever. And like he said, he got out of character, but he just felt like he just couldn't get work done because you were bothering him. And I'm like, bothering him? She's like, no, I'm sorry though. He did get out of character, and the other managers have apologized to you on his behalf, and I apologize to you as the CEO of this Amazon or whatever. That is not what our company represents, and we will make it up to you, and I will make sure that you get your check or whatever, right? So I'm like, okay, great. And she also says, and you can I'll make sure that you get your check or whatever, and then you could return to work, whatever, do whatever. And I'm like, return? Like, girl, I quit. But like, I didn't tell her that. I'm just like, I'm definitely like not coming back, man. But like, I didn't tell her. But I was just like, okay, whatever. So, horrible birthday. My car, like my mom takes my car to get fixed or something like that. And then it ends up being like almost $500. It was like a wheel bearing, one wheel bearing, and the mechanic was like, I don't even know how your wheel like didn't fall all the way off. And like I work on my car myself, like I do stuff, whatever. But like if it's something that needs a lift, then I just will take it to like a mechanic to fix it, whatever. So that's what they're fixing it. $500 for one wheel bearing. So there went all my there went every dime that I had, right? So now my car is getting fixed. I believe it is the 7th, December the 7th. My car is getting fixed. And after my car gets fixed, I have like $2 to my name. And my birthday was trash. I have $2. My teeth are still, like, I'm still in pain, whatever. Just like, wonderful. And then one of my coworkers / friends, whatever, texts me, is like, did you quit? And I'm like, yeah. Like literally that, like, yeah. Yeah. Like, yeah. Like literally, like, yeah. Like, cause there's like nothing. Like, why, like, in this situation, who wouldn't quit? Like, who wouldn't quit? I don't care if my job was across the street. I don't care if my work's at home. What I'm not about to do is not get paid for it for like half a month. So I say yeah. And then whatever the rest of the conversation was. And then I believe like a couple days later, like a week later or something like that, I was on the toilet just chilling on the toilet, right? And then I come across a profile. Like me just doing my typical lurking, whatever, like me about to end people, like me about to end my manager, me about to end this HR dude. Like I was coming for his neck. But like something comes across my lap on the toilet, and just like, and I see this man on a dating profile, hookup app, whatever, and I scroll or whatever. I'm screenshotting all his pictures, stuff like that, and I keep scrolling or whatever, and then it says like the bottom or whatever, I see like his HIV status is like positive. So like this man, it's like I see on his profile this man has AIDS, and I was like, well, like, is that why he's bitter? Like, is that why he's always angry? Like, people go through different things in life, and like some people are handicapped, or like, I don't know, like some people have acne, some people have eczema. I have both. Some people don't have arms, some people don't have legs, some people can't drive, some people are blind, some people are deaf, some people have incurable diseases, some people have cancer, like just things like everybody has something, right? But like that doesn't mean you can go through life being trash to people. That does not mean you can go through life treating people horribly. So I was like, is that why he's just an angry, bitter man? An angry, short, angry, bitter man? And I was just like, yo, not gonna lie, I felt bad for a second. Then I didn't. I got over that real quick before I got off the toilet. And then the following day, right before I was about to catfish this man and drag this man, expose this man, fight this man, I see a deposit in my account, in my bank account. Mind y'all, I only had like $2. Get off my case. It's not my fault I only had $2. Y'all heard the story. I had a job. I only had $2 though, right? So then I check my account and it's like $1,202 and like something, right? And I'm like confused on like where this money came from, because it was like a solid $1,200. So I literally called my bank and I'm like, hey, like where is this coming from? And they're like, oh, it's coming from Amazon, like direct deposit. And I'm like, Amazon? Amazon? Because my check was messed up, but it wasn't $1,200 messed up. It was messed up by like 200 and something, and then the other check was like 300 or something. I don't know. So like it sent me an extra, like they sent me like 2.5 times what I was supposed to get, but it's like a solid 12. And I figured that was like the compensation or whatever, like compacted in there, like whatever, like the lady said, the corporate manager, whatever she said was like, oh, like we're gonna make it up to you, like whatever, like we'll compensate you, like and we'll get your check, whatever. But like I thought she just meant like we'll send your check with like Kroger's coupons or something. Like I didn't I didn't think it was gonna be $1,200. So I was like, wow, this is wonderful. Like thank you. But then I was like, wow, like this is wonderful. But then I was like, I still didn't deserve to go through that. I still didn't deserve to go through that for $1,200. I still did not deserve to get screamed at, yelled out, everything on my birthday, like all that for $1,200. Like still didn't deserve that for $1,200. But I was like, well, this is wonderful. And then people was like, oh, so you come back to work, whatever? And I'm like, no, still not coming back. Like I quit, whatever. And then the gag is, y'all, on the phone, the CEO, manager, whatever lady, she said, oh, her check or whatever was corrected on December the 6th at about 3 a.m. December the 6th, around 3 a.m., my check was corrected. Let's backpedal. I quit December the 6th and walked out around 2 a.m. Y'all, as soon as I walked out, they fixed my check. Let that sink in. I went through all that for weeks. And as soon as I walk out, less than an hour, they fixed my check. I hate my life. Anyways, yeah, so that was the story about why I almost fought my manager at Amazon because I wasn't getting paid and this man was disrespecting me and yelling at me, and we almost got into it. I almost this man. I almost put him in a headlock, but I didn't, because I didn't want to go to jail on my birthday. But I almost, at that point, I didn't, whatever. Anyways, yeah, so I got $1,200, and after that, I only made my first TikTok, and then after that, I believe I got like 80 followers on there or something. I was like, yay, like TikTok, I got 80 followers. And then I was just like going and like really like, because I love creating things, whatever. So I really got into the groove of making TikToks, and then now I have over 340,000 followers on TikTok, which is crazy. So yeah, long story short, okay, long story long, whatever. Had I not had that situation that happened, had I not quit Amazon, I never would have had free time to make TikTok and like to make TikTok videos and get into TikTok. And then I pretty much wouldn't be where I am today. So yeah, everything happens for a reason. If you want to hear more about other jobs I've quit, because I had a job after that job at Amazon, but it was for like 3 days, and I quit that job. Then I had but for good reason. Then I had another job. Then I didn't have that job, and then I had that job again, and then I quit that job. So yeah. Look, I quit every job for reasons, right? Reasons. This one had a good reason, all the other ones had good reasons. Anyways, if you want more tragic story times of my tragic life and tragic quitting job, tragic experiences, like, comment, share, subscribe, do all that stuff. For when I'm not posting on here, all my social media is at Zachariah DeMilo. And yeah, until next time. I hate my life.